Some words are just like magic. Seriously, they don't do tricks like pulling a rabbit from a hat, but they do something even cooler. They help us join our thoughts together so everything makes perfect sense. So today, let's go and find these magic words and see exactly what they can do. All right, so say hello to our friends, Ria and Rohan. Look at them. It's a beautiful, sunny day, and they've got this brilliant idea. Let's have a picnic in the park. But there's a small problem. All their ideas are kind of jumbled up, like separate little bubbles floating around. Okay, first things first, food. Ria's on it. She says, we will bring yummy sandwiches. Great idea, right? But that's just one little piece of their big plan. And then Rohan chimes in with what to do for fun. He's like, we will play football. Awesome. So we've got sandwiches and football. But again, it's just another idea all by itself. And last but not least, where are they going? The park is near our school. Makes total sense. But you see what's happening? We have all these great ideas, but they're not really connected. They're just a list. So here's the big question. If you just say those sentences one after the other, it sounds a bit clunky, doesn't it? So how on earth do we stick these ideas together to make one amazing plan? That sounds great. Well, let me introduce you to the hero of our story. Conjunctions. Ta-da! Yep, these are the magic words we've been looking for. Think of them like super glue or little bridges. Their job is to connect everything. Words, groups of words, even whole sentences. They're exactly what Ria and Rohan need. All right, so first up in our plan, choices, choices, choices. We've got to decide on food and fun. Let's see how our magic words, these conjunctions, can help with that. Okay, let's check out two really important jobs. First, we've got the word and. We use and when we want to add things together. Like, we will bring sandwiches and cake. Yum. But what if you have to choose? That's when we use or. Imagine someone asks, would you like pizza or salad? Or means you have to pick one, not both. And here's a super cool pair of words that work together. Either or. These two are brilliant for showing a choice between two things. You can have either chocolate or vanilla ice cream. It makes it super clear that you've got two options to pick from. Now, every good planner knows you need a plan B, right? And for a picnic, the biggest challenge is, you guessed it, the weather. What happens if it starts to rain? We're going to need a different kind of magic word for this. So, what if you have two ideas that are kind of opposites? That's where the word but comes in. But is perfect for showing a contrast. For example, we want to go to the park. That's the happy plan, but it might be raining. See how that tiny word connects a sunny idea with a rainy one? We can make our plan even cleverer with words like if and unless. If is brilliant. It sets up a rule, like, if it rains tomorrow, we will cancel the picnic. It's like an if-then situation. And unless is pretty similar. It basically means except if. So you could say, we will go to the beach unless it rains. A really good plan doesn't just say what you're doing. It explains why you're doing it. So Ria and Rohan need to give some reasons for their choices. And guess what? There are magic words to help with that as well. Okay, let's think about cause and effect. Simple, right? We use the word because to give the reason why something happened. For example, because he missed the bus, that's the cause. And then we use so to show what happened next, the results. So he was late for school. See? Because explains why, and so shows the result. And here's another nifty little word for you, as. Now, as works pretty much just like because. You could say, as it was raining, we decided to cancel the picnic. It's just another nice and simple way to explain your reason.
Right, this is it. The big moment. Ria and Rohan now know all about these fantastic magic words. So, it's time to put everything they've learned together and finally create their one single perfect plan.
Let's build this sentence step by step. First step, let's join the food and the game together. We can use and. So it becomes, we will bring yummy sandwiches and play football at the park. How cool is that? Food and fun all in one go. Okay, that's a good start. But why that park? Let's give a reason. We can use because for that. So let's add it on. Because the park is near our school. Ah, there we go. Now we know exactly why they chose it. And we can't forget the backup plan, can we? Let's pop that on the end. We can use but to show the change of plan and if to explain when it will happen. So, but we will stay home if it rains. And just like that, we have one perfect sentence. It tells us everything. So let's just quickly remember the magic words that helped us build that amazing sentence. We used and to add things together. We used because to give a reason. We used but to show a different idea. And we used if to make a rule. It's amazing how those small words can do so much. And just look at Ria and Rohan now. They did it by using just a few of these magic words. They took all their separate ideas and turned them into one clear, perfect plan. They know what they're doing, why they're doing it, and they even have a solid plan B. And it was all thanks to conjunctions. Okay, so now you know the secret. This magic is all yours. We use these connecting words, these conjunctions, all the time without even thinking about it. So what are you going to plan? A trip? A project for school? Or maybe just what you're going to do this weekend? Go on, give it a go, and have fun connecting all your amazing ideas.